All right, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Medstar Iceplex up here in Arlington, Virginia. Run Sports Broadcasting bringing you the Ashburn Xtreme 16AA2 playing against the Caps Academy Team 1. This is not the same team that they played twice last week, but they will get another shot at that team tomorrow from Ashburn. But first, we are going to play the 16AA1 team this evening. So we got to take care of business there first, and then we will be on for tomorrow against the other Caps Academy team. Stick with us here on Run Sports Broadcasting. Exam is just about done, which means players are very close to coming out on the ice. Stay with us, and we'll be back with you in the next 5 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we are back. Warm-ups happening as we speak, and we are almost done with warm-ups. We got about a minute and a half left, and then we'll be ready to drop the puck and play some hockey. So stick with us here on Rud Sports Broadcasting. Only a few more minutes, and then we'll get this early evening hockey show on the road. All right, ladies and gentlemen, warm-ups are over. Ashburn is ready to play some hockey as they've got their people on. The Caps are finishing up here, Caps Academy, and then they'll be ready to go. And we'll just be waiting on the officials and the timekeeper. So Ashburn going to start with Cal, O'Neill, and Rubenstein as the first forward line. At defense, Sterbutzel and Rebic to start at the defense points. Now, we are looking forward to trying to see who the Caps are going to put out first. I will do my best with names as we go. I didn't get a roster. I couldn't pull it down. So I will be playing this as we go. All right, Ashburn is ready. The Caps have Miller out with Black. I don't know who the other guy is. Or 38, Stringer, it looks like. Refs are ready. And we're playing hockey. All right, that face-off won by the Caps Academy as they go back and they retrieve inside their own zone. Working down deep, coming out, picked off there at neutral by Strabusel. Strabusel dumps it in. Now trying to get their way out. Caps Academy looking to regroup. That pass misses, but it's going to go in on netminder Tommy DeVos, who gets the start in net for the Ashburn Xtreme today. He'll hold on and we'll get a face-off inside the Ashburn end. Al Leeds is out with for this face-off. He ties that one up. It goes picked up by Morse. Morse works his way through behind the net, sends it up looking for Donovan. Donovan sending it across the ice, but no one there. Kept in at the line there by Kacherev for the Caps Academy, and now they send it out, but can't get it out of the zone. Now it's onside at the line, working his way across. Conchard tries to get it through to Leeds behind. He gets checked up off the play. And now back comes Caps Academy as they work their way out, but it's poke checked off. Now working their way in. Good at the line. Leeds bumped off for the play. Conchar giving chase behind. That gets up to Rossello. Rossello sending it out for Caps Academy. Taken right back there, though, by Ratterman. as Ratterman gets it down. And now it looks like a penalty upcoming here on Ashburn. McGraw with it. Delayed penalty on Ashburn. And finally, that will do it for the 6-on-5. But now Leeds going to go to the box. 2 minutes for tripping or hooking. They're calling hooking. So I bring the face-off back inside the Ashburn end. So face-off coming up inside the zone. Ryan's in for this face-off. He loses it. It goes back to the point for Murray. Murray sends it across for Jordan. Jordan trying to get down low. He centers it, but it gets through. But it's still loose as they try to get it out. Finally, Apostolescu getting it up. He sends it up for Ryan. Ryan loses it. Cass Academy not able, but they do push it into the zone. And now Cass Academy recovering on the power play inside their own zone. Looking to push it out of the zone, but they're waiting. Cass Academy is. And now sending it up. Coming out through neutral is Jordan. Jordan sending it around, rims it around to the other side, picked up by the Cass Academy, back to the point, looking for a shot towards the net, couldn't get it. And now still Morse working his way through, and it's turned over as Morse has checked off that play, and it gets back to the point where Murray keeps it in. Now Apostolescu sending it through, gets it for Ratterman. Ratterman gets it out to center, sending it across, working their way in, coming through. That's tipped up. Rutherford, he sends it up. He gets it across for, and there's a penalty upcoming on Black. I'm sorry, it's not on Black. It's on number 19, Force. He's got 2 minutes for roughing. That'll bring the faceoff back inside the Caps Academy end. And we are playing 4-on-4 hockey for the next 49 seconds, and then Ashburn will have an abbreviated power play. So Feliciano is in for this faceoff. Good to see Nico back. We missed him last weekend at the tournament as he was out ill. So good that he's feeling better and back at it. Now back behind Murphy. Gets it for Feliciano. He sends it down into the zone. That's not going to be enough for icing. Boltima giving chase. It's sent behind and around, but not able to overskates it Feliciano, and it sends right back out to center. And now coming across on the other side, number 52. He centers, not able to get a stick on it was the Cass Academy player, and now they send it in, but that is immediately offsides, and that is going to go all the way down for intentional offsides. Most of these kids probably played high school last night and forgot that they are not able to do delayed offsides. So Cal in for the faceoff. He sends it back to the point as Cal wins it, but it goes out. Revich gets to it. He sends it up for O'Neill. O'Neill working his way in. He comes in, takes a shot towards the net, saved by the netminder. He'll hold on and will get a face-off to the left of the Caps Academy net. 8 seconds remaining on the penalty to Leeds. And then there'll be a minute and 11 of power play time for Ashburn, as that face-off is won by O'Neill and sent, or excuse me, not by O'Neill, by Cal, sent back. But Caps Academy recovers as they look to break out. That's sent up, intercepted by Revich. Revich loses it though, and finally sends it across. O'Neill working his way up, sending it through. O'Neill coming loose, tries to center it for Rubenstein, but no one there. Wasn't able to get it there as his stick was tied up. It's sent all the way down by Caps Academy. That'll be icing, and we'll get a face-off back inside the Caps Academy end. We are down to 13:20 remaining here in the first period. Still a 49-second power play for Ashburn. Sir Butzel's in for a face-off. That's unique. All right, so Cal sending it back towards the net, and that goes wide. It bounces through the defender, but it goes wide of the netminder who wasn't expecting it. Now back to the point for Cal. Cal trying to dump it down low. O'Neill Now sent out. Strabutzel with it. He regroups. He sends it to Morse. Morse sending it up to O'Neill. Now sending it up and out. Still working his way through. Almost intercepted there by Strabutzel. Couldn't get to it. Kept in by Morse. Now a shot by O'Neill that gets flutters in on the net. And it is held by the netminder, and we'll get a face-off. Now working their way behind. Looking up and out. Coming through. Black working his way up. Coming through. Towards the net. Can't get it on net. It goes wide. Now working their way up. Donovan. He can't get to the puck. It's kept by control behind. Now finally Leeds gets to it. He sends it up. Working his way through. Spencer with it for Caps Academy. He's working his way through. Trying to get it through center. He gets it up for Jordan. Jordan having to reset. He sends it back across to the other side. Now McGraw with it for Caps Academy. He comes in. Takes a shot towards the net. That goes wide. Now working his way through. Behind into the corner. Trying to work his way up. Murray with a shot. That's blocker saved by DeVos. He gets it away. Now back down low for Caps Academy. Taken away by the defense as they send it around. Finally working their way up. Trying to work through. Now a centering pass that gets through, but not there. Now sidesteps one. Shot coming. Shot. That goes wide of the net. Still working their way through. Now sent towards the net. Not able to get on. Is deflected out front. Now Leeds watching the player behind the net. Finally, he works his way up. Gets it through. And sends it down. And that's going to be icing. That'll go all the way down. We'll get a face-off back inside the Ashburn zone. But that was likely necessary to alleviate the pressure and get it. So now working their way in. 11:07 remaining. Rutherford finally in for a face-off. Good to see him finally getting on the ice. 6 minutes into the game. All right, face-off one. Now working their way through. And that bounces us. And Radaman with a step. He's got it. He's coming in. Shoot. Save. Puck is covered up by the netminder. He holds on. And we'll get a face-off. And we'll get a face-off to the left of the Caps Academy net. Now Rutherford, he wins that face-off back. He sends it back to the point by Bultima. Now working his way along to the near side corner. Rutherford gets to it. Now battle for it with Ryan Rutherford and a host of Caps Academy players. Now pushed off the puck as it gets into the corner. Now to the middle, Ryan. Ryan trying to get through. Poked off by Rutherford, but he is taken down. No call coming, though. Now sent back up. Now Ryan with it. Ryan gets it up for Rutherford. Rutherford dropping it for Ryan. Now back to Rutherford. It's behind him, though, as he goes into the corner to get it. He's checked up off the play. And now behind, looking, Bultima. Bultima behind for Rutherford. Rutherford sends it back for Bultima. Behind the net, finally goes to the other side. Watch there by Ryan. Going to be kept in at the line there by Apostolescu. Rutherford couldn't quite get the stick on it, as it is taken off and working their way through. Caps Academy trying to get through. Can't get it out of the zone. Finally sent around. Kept in, though, by Apostolescu. He sends a shot towards the net. That goes wide. Now working their way up. Caps Academy coming back. Trying to catch Ashburn in a change. Wasn't able to, though. And Rebich with it now. He's sending it up, but it's kept in at the line by the Caps Academy as they look. Now working wide, number 22 for Caps Academy. But that's poked checked off. Feliciano with it now. He sends it up. Can't get it out of the zone. Finally does, but taken right back by Caps Academy. Now Feliciano. Feliciano in across the line. He's on sides with Rubenstein, but he couldn't quite get it to anyone. And in the corner, finally, Caps Academy comes away with it. That pass behind the player And now Strabuzzo taking it so they can regroup or reset. Rebic now watching the Cats Academy player, but it couldn't quite get a hold of it. They do send it out, but it's regrouped here by Cats Academy. Now working through Rubenstein. Rubenstein loses an edge, trying to get back on sides. He does now. And kept in at the line. Strabutzel. A lot of neutral zone play right now. Not a lot of extra zone time for either team as Cats Academy finally gets it down low. That shot sticked aside from a bad angle by DeVos, and it goes out. Now Feliciano trying to get it out of the zone. He finally does, trying to find Rubenstein. It bounces the stick of the defender, but the other defender is able to get to it for Cats Academy, and now he's coming into the zone. He centers, no one there except for Ashburn, but they couldn't have was in their feet. Now Cal finally coming around on a break. He's coming in across the blue line. He's back into bad ice. So he's not going to be able to take the shot, but he is able to get it to the center, but no one is home. And now kept in at the line by Donovan. Donovan checking his player up off the ice, or up off the puck. And now with it down low, Conchar. Now out to center. Van Benton with it. He sends it across for Conchar, but Conchar misses it. Picked up by Murphy for Caps Academy. He's going to dump it in. And now behind the net, Van Benton. I'm sorry, that's Murphy. Murphy trying to get it through. Cal watching the player behind the net. Now Van Benton watching the player in the corner on the right side, the near side. Conchar gives it up to Van Benton as he comes out of the zone. He sends it across looking for Donovan, but it misses his stick. And Cats Academy trying to come away with it. Now still working. Finally coming out of the zone with it, and through center is Caps Academy as they send it back down. It goes behind the Ashburn net, and now back comes Ryan. Ryan looking to break out. He sends it up, finds Leeds. Leeds coming through. He sidesteps one, but he's checked up off the play, and that is covered up by the netminder. And we will get a face-off to the right of the Caps Academy net. 6:44 remaining here in the first period. We're still tied at 0. Face-off there won by Cats Academy, but held in by Leeds. Now Morris holds it in as they still try to clear it. Finally sent towards the net, sticked aside by, and that's going to be a penalty upcoming here on Brevich. He's going to get 2 minutes for checking from behind, or, sorry, is that Conchar? Ultima. They're going to give him for cross-checking. That's a 2-minute penalty. So Connor Bultima, 2 minutes for cross-checking. And that will give Caps Academy a 2-minute power play. Ashburn's penalty kill out on the ice. Now Rutherford wins that face-off back, but it's taken then back by the Caps Academy as they look to reset. Feliciano poking his player off the puck, trying to get through. Now back down low as they look to try to break the thing, and as DeVos pushes over, the net gets dislodged. We currently have a delay as there's some issues with the post over there. Refs are trying to fix it. So we are down to 6:07 remaining here in the first period. Still tied at 0. Caps Academy with a power play for the next minute 42 on the cross-checking penalty to Connor Voltima. So hang with us. Looks like they're ready. That face-off tied up and won by Cal. Now back towards the net. Shot goes wide. Now behind the net, Caps Academy looking to try and get a shot off. Shot goes across, but it's intercepted or knocked down by Apostolescu. Now back to the point as Murray tries to get across. Now a shot saved by DeVos. He holds on, and we'll get a face-off to his left. So Leeds is in for the face-off. Working their way out. Back to the point, Miller. Miller sidesteps one defender. That was Leeds. Now a shot towards the net, saved by DeVos, who goes off to the corner. And O'Neill trying to get to it, cannot. It's sent it back around by Caps, but now pushed around the boards by Rebic. Finally out to center. Leeds giving chase. He's not going to get there. And the Caps Academy going to go ahead and regroup. Still working their way out. Now Solar coming through. He dumps it in for Caps Academy. Back behind the net, Rebic. Rebic sending it up. He gets it up for O'Neill. That bounces out. Now a race for it as Leeds trying to get to it, but he is not able to quite get there. And good defensive play, not really a penalty. So working their way out. Coming through Strabusel. Strabusel sends it around behind, but it's kept in along that side by number 22. Still working through. Back to the point. Shot towards the net. That goes behind as that goes wide. And that gets all the way out. And it was tipped by a Caps Academy player. That will do it for the power play for Caps Academy as Ashburn is now back at full strength. Now working their way back through. And now Voltima working his way in. He sends it across. He leaves it for Rutherford. Rutherford wasn't expecting it though. Now back to the middle, and that's centered, but no one able to get to it as the puck was not there. And we'll get a face-off to the left of the Caps Academy net. 4:12 remaining in the first period, still tied at 0. Rutherford in for the face-off. He wins that back. He gets it over for Donovan. Shot towards the net. That's loose. And shot on net by Van Benton pops up. It's gloved down by the netminder for Caps Academy, and will do it again to his left. Rutherford back in for this faceoff. He wins that one across for Donovan. Back for Van Benton. Now working their way through, trying to get across. They come in at the line. That puck held onto by DeVos, and we'll get a faceoff to the right of Caps Academy. Ashburn's net on that cover by DeVos. 3:55 remaining here in the period. Now face-off won by Caps Academy, but it goes all the way down. Still working their way through. Tipped up, and Rubenstein gets it over to Ryan, and they come out through center. Ryan in across the line, sends it down low, gets it deep. Now behind. Caps Academy looking to get it out. It hits Rubenstein, but it then pushed right back out to center, and back comes Jordan with it. He dumps it in for Caps Academy. Now working their way up. Ryan sending it up, trying to get through. And that was dangerously close to too many men, but it wasn't. Now Murphy sending it up. He gets it up, trying to set it for Rubenstein. Rubenstein looking across for Ryan. Ryan dumps it in. He goes off for a change, as do the other forwards. So wholesale changes for Ashburn, and now coming their way back through. Coming across, trying to get it out of the zone. Finally, O'Neill gets it up. He gets it for Leeds. Leeds dumps it in on net, so no icing, and working their way across. Leeds trying to get to it. Finally coming away with it is Caps Academy. They're coming in across. That was black. That was close to being on offsides, but play on, say the officials. That shot goes wide of the net as it goes over the top. Now another shot going wide of the net. Now working his way out. Now sent up, leads with O'Neal. O'Neal working his way across, sends it across for Leeds, but Leeds not able to get to it and comes back out. Morse looking across. Morse in. He comes wide, looking, resets. No one there to send it to. Line pass gets picked off. And now working their way back up. O'Neal almost gets it. Trying to send it up for Boltima. Finally gets into the zone, but Caps Academy will recover. And back out they come. Now looking their way up. Here comes Feliciano. Feliciano takes a shot, but it's blocked away. Working their way through. Behind the net. Caps Academy coming out through center. Now kept shot blocked by the offensive player in the front. Now working his way up. Rutherford tips it out of the zone. Trying to get it up. Caps Academy working their way into the zone. They shoot it in around behind the net. And now working it up. Trying to get it out. It sends down. There's no icing as that is tipped. So giving chase. Trying to hold his own. Can't. Rutherford with it now. Looks. Intercepted by. And we have 1 minute remaining in the period. Sir Butzel with it. Now behind the net as he looks to send it up. He gets it to Rutherford. Rutherford looking, sends it up for Feliciano. Feliciano coming in. He drives it. Now Donovan trying to send it through. Now he sends it around behind the net. Sorry about the camera going too low, guys. Kept in there. Now Donovan sends it down low. Rutherford giving chase behind the net. Still along the ice, trying to get there. Rutherford with it out front. He sends it out front for Donovan's shot. And another shot. Good centering feed and good save by the netminder. 2 opportunities right in front. Not able to get it past this goalie. And we have 22.5 seconds remaining here in the first period. And we are still stuck at 0. Cowlin for this face-off. Face-off won by Caps Academy. They send it around. Looking their way up. Murphy, he moves, handles the puck, and it gets out. Now there's a possible break for Caps Academy. Shot towards the net, saved by DeVos. Working their way out. Van Benton trying to get it out. 7 seconds. Just trying to survive this one to get out. 2-1, and that'll do it for the first period. After 1 period, Ashburn tied up at 0 with the Caps Academy 16 AA1 team. Stick with us here on Rud Sports Broadcasting. We'll be right back with you in just a moment. All right, so starting this period with Bryan and O'Neal on the wings, Leeds at center, and Van Benton and Murphy at the points. For anybody who's interested, Navy just scored a touchdown, but for my Army friends, as I am one of the Army crew, they are still leading this one 17-9 as they failed on the 2-point conversion. Navy did. So about 2 minutes left in that game, and Army is still leading by 8 and getting the ball. Shot towards the net. That goes wide. But as a member of the Army, I'm go Army, beat Navy. So working their way out, coming through. At Caps Academy gets it in. Caps Academy is moving left to right across your. Now leads to O'Neill. O'Neill takes a shot. It bounces in, and sticks aside, but not able to get it on. That puck goes wide, and Caps Academy working their way back up 2-on-2. Now in across the line, Rossello. That's blocked away by Van Benton, at least temporarily, but they still have possession. Now working his way out, trying to get through. Shot and a goal for Caps Academy. Nobody put a body on the guy down low who had the puck, and he takes advantage, and it is 1-0 as he beats Tommy DeVos. All right, Rutherford back out there now for the faceoff. He's out there with Feliciano and Conchar. He wins that one back, sends it back. Apostolescu with it. He sends it across, finds Morse. Now Apostolescu sending it up. Looking right, Conchar just misses Rutherford's stick with that and working their way through. Now Morse sending it up, trying to get it to Feliciano, and it is tipped, so no icing. Sending it around behind. Rutherford stops it along the near side boards, trying to send it down low. Can't, as Caps Academy comes back away with it. Now they push it up, looking wide. Trying to center down low, not able to get the shot off, and still working their way through. Now up top, Leiden's back. Then a shot that goes wide. Now working. Sent up and iced all the way down by Morse. And we'll get a face-off back inside the Ashburn end. 15-13 remaining here in the second period. Ashburn down 1-0. Now back in for the face-off here. Cowell for Ashburn. He ties that one up, but it gets sent back by the Caps Academy. Now behind the net as they work for it. Now out to the middle. Shot towards the net. Blocked out front by, I think that was Rubenstein with the block. Still working. Centering pass. Sticked aside by DeVos. And up comes Bultima. Bultima working his way in. He dumps it into the zone. Caps Academy trying to send it out. Held in by Revich, but temporarily. And now back comes Caps Academy. There's Miller. He's got Black going to the net. But that goes around behind. Revich gets to it. Sends it around. Now Froze. He sends it through. It's tipped by Rubenstein. And icing waved off. Now back behind the net. Bultima. That puck comes away. And working their way through. Now Kohler sends it around behind. Sterbutzel. He gets to it. Can't send it up beyond the Caps player. Finally up to O'Neill. O'Neill working his way up. He's got Bultima potential 2-on-1, but Bultima peels off and now working their way back. Here comes Caps Academy. Possible break for Rossello. Murphy working his way back. There's a shot saved by DeVos and kept in at the line by Murphy. And now finally sent out. Now Grant leads with it. He's coming into the zone. He's got O'Neill with him, but he tries to center it. Or shoot it, but either way, it was blocked away by the Caps Academy, and back they come. As they send it down, Jordan working through, shot towards the net, that goes off the side. Now another wraparound attempt, and the puck ended up inside the net. As DeVos did not fully have that post, so 2-0 for Caps Academy. 2-0 Caps Academy with 13:30 remaining. Plenty of time here, but Ashburn going to have to get one pretty quick. Now Rutherford in for this face-off. He'll be going up against Jordan. He wins that one back. Gets it over. Now Rutherford with it as he looks to dump it in. Can't get it past the stick of the Caps player. Now working their way in. It goes off the stanchion. And back through comes Caps Academy. Trying to send it up. Rutherford looking. He sends it out. He finds Feliciano. Feliciano working his way through. He comes through. He drops it. Shot by Ryan. That goes wide. Now looking to push it down low. Now Rutherford with it down low. He sidesteps one player. Trying to get behind. Tries to send it out. He's got it for Morse. Morse with the shot towards the net. Save. And the puck was, oh. And the official lost side of the puck. All right, so little debate on why it was blown dead, but either way, shot towards the net by Butzels, blocked out front by the defense, and back comes Caps Academy. Caps Academy bumped off there. That's Schmidt. Schmidt bumped off. Now back. Sorry about that, guys. Took the camera a little too far. Behind now, Revich poked out front, but right to a Cats Academy stick, and he goes over and tries to save it, but as he pushed over, the net came off. So we'll get a face-off inside the Ashburn zone. 12:32 remaining here in the second period. Ashburn down 2-0. Now leads in for the face-off. He ties it up. Finally working it out. Caps Academy coming through. They get out of through neutral. Now 3-on-2 at the line. They're in onside. Shot towards the net, blocked away by Murphy. And now working its way out. Pass misses, but it gets back and kept in at the point. And now back behind. Looking. Van Benton trying to get it up and out of the zone. Voltima sends it towards the net. Now trying to send it down low. Working the way out. Voltima with it. Voltima bumped up off the play. Now a shot towards the net. Blocked up by Leeds. Leeds gets it out, and it gets down to through center and working their way through. Coming through. Centering pass. Puck is loose. Puck is still loose. and finally put in as the post couldn't get the puck. And it is now 3-0, and there'll be a goaltending change here for Ashburn. So in net now, Scotty Wells. All right, Rutherford in for this faceoff now. 10:22 remaining in the second period. That faceoff won by Cavs Academy. Now working their way out. Apostolescu with it. Apostolescu singing across from Morse. Tipped in. Nope, not tipped. Thought maybe Feliciano had gotten his stick on it, but he did not. And we'll get a faceoff back to the left of the new netminder for Ashburn, Scott Wells. Now in for the faceoff, Rutherford. He's out there with Feliciano, and it looks like Donovan. He ties that, wins that one up, gets it back for Morse. Morse loses an edge, Joe, and Caps Academy gets to it, and now working their way through. Rutherford comes away with it. He's sending it up, tries to get it out of the zone, can't. Now he does not. It almost looked like he was going to get on a break there, but it's poked off at the last second. And the Caps Academy working through the middle. Now trying to send it up, kept in at the line as they reset to the point. Now down low, Pasolescu watching the player in the corner for the Caps Academy. Working his way through the net, blocked by Rutherford. Rutherford sends it up, gets it to Donovan. Donovan can't quite get it past the defender, but they're bottled up as they're trying to get it out. Finally, they do and get it into the zone. Now, Morse with it. Morse checked up off the play, checked up off the puck, coughs it up, and now opportunity saved by Wells. He'll hold on. He'll hold on, and we'll get a face-off to the right of the Ashburn net goal. All right, face-off one, Cats Academy. Cats Academy sends it back towards the net, but it goes wide. Now, Sterbutzel sending it up. Ryan sending it up for Rubenstein. Rubenstein dumps it in. Working their way in, trying to get through. Ryan watching the players down low. Now it gets to the middle. Shot saved by Wells. He gets it out as he looks to get it out of the zone. Can't. Rubenstein finally does. And Caps Academy going to go ahead and recover. You feel like Ashburn needs at least one in this period just to get a little bit of momentum as Caps Academy comes back in on sides. Now Sterbutzel looking. He sends it across looking for Ryan. That pass misses. Round below finally gets out. Finally working their way out. Cal sending it up. Gets it through. Now McGraw. He comes in. He drops it off for Jordan. Jordan sends it down low. Back low. That goes wide and gets out to center. And they'll have to go ahead and reset. Coming through, but Ashburn caught in a change in a 3-on-2, 4-on-2. Now a shot towards the net, gloved down by Wells. He'll hold on, and we'll get a face-off to the right of the Ashburn net. 3-0 Caps Academy, 7:36 remaining here in the second period. Leads in for this face-off. Face-off tied up by Leeds, taken by Murphy. Murphy sends it around, but not able to get back as Force holds it in. Force in it. Now he finally gets out. That's tipped, so no icing. And that wasn't tipped. All right, apparently it was not tipped, even though sure looked like it had to been. So that's icing, and face-off going to come up. So Kohler in for this face-off against Leeds for Caps Academy. That face-off won by Leeds. Sends around now to Van Benton. It pops out to center, bouncing puck. Caps Academy recovers, coming through center now, looking to check off. Not able to get to it. Finally sits around behind the net for Caps Academy. Caps Academy working low. Now back to the top for Spencer. Spencer's shot sticked away by Wells, although I think it was going wide. Now back towards the net. That comes through the crease. Spencer looking, sends it across. Shot towards the net. That goes wide. It comes back inside the zone. Working their way out. Trying to get through. Now Murphy. Murphy sending it up. Gets it up for O'Neill. O'Neill gets it out to center. Tries to kick it on for Leeds. He does. Leeds dumps it in. And Ashburn going to quickly change their forwards. Now Caps Academy coming in 3-on-3 at the line. Toe drags one. Can't get around Rutherford's stick though. And now back he comes. Trying to get through. Bultima gets it out to center. Bultima in a foot race for it. It's finally all the way in and finally down inside the zone. But Caps Academy recovers. And now sent across. Here comes Force. Force coming in. Being watched there by Van Benton. He shoots it. It goes up over the net. Now trying to send it towards the net. That goes wide. Now back down low. Trying to get through. Van Benton. His poke checked off his stick. But Morris with it. He sends it up for Bultima. Bultima dumps it in. Feliciano giving chase. Now Rutherford intercepts the center. Resets it back. Looking for Morse. Now Postolescu. Postolescu working his way up. It's tipped up. Trying to get to it. That's sent in and blocked forward by Rutherford. He gets it up for Feliciano. He continues to watch the Caps Academy player. Caps Academy sends it back, and it's sent all the way down. That's going to be far enough for icing, and we will get a face-off back inside the Caps Academy end. 5:07 remaining here in the second period. Ashburn down 3-0 to Caps Academy 1. All right, face-off won by Cal. Now turnaround shot for Donovan did not get past the netminder for Caps Academy as they work their way up. Now coming through. They get through center. Coming in. That was close offsides. Cal gets it out though for Rubenstein. Rubenstein sending it up for Donovan. Donovan looking, going wide. Tries to send it through the legs of the defender. It's kept in though by Apostolescu. He sends a shot towards the net that goes wide. And now working their way out. Now 1-on-1 and Force. Sorry, that's Rosello. Rosello comes through, saved by Wells, and now sent up by Rubenstein to Donovan. Donovan looking, he dumps it into the corner. Rubenstein going to go ahead and give chase. Rubenstein looking to get to it there. It's sent back around to the other side by the Caps Academy, far side corner as they look to break out. That's tipped up. Now a shot towards the net by Donovan. Now another shot blocked away by Rubenstein. I think it was blocked anyway. Now trying to get that lead pass, poke check by Rebic, and now finally into the zone, and Rubenstein with it. Now offsides? No, I don't know if it's offsides or if they're calling the hand pass because I think it was hit by a hand. Either way, face-off coming up outside the Ashburn end. 3:52 remaining here in the second period. Caps Academy holding on to this 3-0 lead. Now that face-off tied up and finally won by Caps Academy. They send it around behind the net. Now coming through. Strabutzel. Strabutzel tries to send it through, but it's blocked by the stick of a defenseman. And now in the corner, Rubenstein. Rubenstein trying to send it through, trying to get it out, can't. Now back across, look at Spencer, tries to center it for McGraw, but it was behind him, and he couldn't get the stick on it, so that goes wide of the net. Now, working their way up. Now behind the net. Strabuzzo giving chase. McGraw giving chase. Finally gets up. O'Neal can't get it past Murray. Finally, now Schmidt with a shot towards the net. Saved by Wells, but recovered by Caps Academy as they continue to work along the near side. Now Spencer takes a shot towards the net. Saved by Wells. Leads. Gets it up for O'Neal. O'Neal finally passing it up to Rubenstein. Couldn't get it into, that's Ryan, excuse me, not Rubenstein. Now along the far side boards, trying to figure out who's going to get to it. Finally coming away with it, Caps Academy, as they work low. Now a shot towards the net, saved by Wells. He'll hold on, and we'll get a face-off to the right of the Ashburn net. 2:34 remaining here in the second period. Ashburn still down by 3. Rutherford wins that faceoff, but it goes right back onto the netminder, so he'll hold on, and we'll do it again. Now back in for it here, Kohler against Rutherford. That one won by Kohler. He sends it back, finds Solar's back, and now finally working their way out. Kept in at the line, though, by Solar. Finally, Van Benton coming out, trying to hit Conchar. He just misses. Gets out to center. Murphy with it. Rutherford poke checks that one up. He sends it up for Conchar. Conchar can't quite get a pass. Now look at Rutherford sending it back to reset. And Conchar is down. And Conchar is hurt. And I'm not sure if there was a penalty on that. I didn't see the hit because the play was going up the ice. Conchar gets up. He looks like he's okay. And he's getting back on the... So, no call. I didn't see what was happening. I don't know if it was on camera because it was right after. But 2:07 remaining. He got up on his own power, so that's good news. So now Cal in for this face-off. He's going to go up against Kohler. Face-off. Tied up by Cal. Finally, Caps Academy comes away with it, but sent right back out by Cal. But they get it right back to Caps Academy as they look to come in across the line. Looking wide. Trying to get a shot towards the net. Saved by Wells. Poke checked away. Couldn't quite get his glove on it. And now Cal working it through. Trying to get it out of the zone. Gets it up for Voltima. Voltima trying to get it out of the zone. Not able as it's kept in. Now a shot towards the net. And that is saved. Held on to by Wells. And we'll get a face-off to the right of the Ashburn net. 1:35 remaining here in the second period. Still 3-0 Caps Academy. Cal back in for this face-off. Face-off 1. Caps Academy taking it though. Working it through. Now Voltima trying to get it out. Finally sent out to center as he works through neutral. Working his way through. Cal giving chase behind the net. Sending it up. Kept in. Oh, not kept in. Pop Pasolescu's sick. And he sends it across. Finds Morse. Morse sending it up. Now Rubenstein to Cal. Cal with a shot towards the net. That's held onto by the netminder. And we'll get a face-off to the right of the Ashburn net. Minute 2 remaining here in the second period. Still 3-0 Caps Academy. Leeds is out there now with Donovan and O'Neal for Ashburn. They'll be going up against Jordan on the face-off. Face-off taken by Caps Academy as they work their way out of the zone. There was 1 minute remaining. Now Rossello working his way in. Shot saved by Wells on the break. And now finally working her way up. Now O'Neal giving chase, trying to get it in. It's poke checked off his stick. Now sent down low, leads, shot by Donovan, held on to by the netminder, and we'll get a face-off to his left. Big save there by the netminder for Caps Academy. So leads back in for this face-off. Now face-off tied up. Looking through. Cross. Coming back. Checked up off the play by Donovan as they push it back down. Morse sending it across. Sorry, that's not Morse. That's Wetzel. He sends it up. Trying to get it out of the zone. And player for Caps Academy is offsides. As Murray going off. Looks like he got hurt. But he was offsides. And so face-off going to come up just outside the Ashburn end on that offsides. Now Rutherford sent for the face-off. He wins that one back, sends it across for Rebic. Rebic looking across for Strabutzel. Strabutzel trying to send it up. Couldn't quite get it onto Ryan, and it goes wide. There is 11 seconds left. Sending it out, Feliciano trying to get it out. Poke checked off by Rutherford. Now Feliciano just getting it out to center. One, and that is the end of the second period with Ashburn down 3-0. So a lot of work necessary here for the third period for the Ashburn Xtreme. Stick with us here on Run Sports Broadcasting. We'll be right back with you. All right, so we're back. Rutherford in for the faceoff. That faceoff won by Caps Academy. They're looking to regroup, trying to send it through. That's taken by Feliciano. He tries to get it over for Rutherford. Can't, but Ryan able to get into the zone. Finally working their way out. It goes out of play. And faceoff going to be just outside. No, they're going to say all the way inside the Caps Academy zone. So we'll get a faceoff down inside their zone with Rutherford in for this faceoff. He wins that one back, but hits the official skate and he goes back. Now finally working their way back out. Caps Academy coming in across and offsides. Kohler couldn't quite stay on sides even though he dragged that back foot. That'll give us a face-off just outside the Ashburn zone with 15:37 remaining here in the third period. Sorry about that. Face-off taken by Cal, one back by Caps Academy as they work it now inside the zone. That shot goes through the middle. Can't quite get to it. And now Conchar. Conchar sending it up. Trying to get out. Working in. Sending it down low. And now Van Benton. Van Benton back behind the net. Sending it up. Working their way up. Coming through. Trying to get it up for Conchar. Couldn't quite get to him though. And Cal watches the play. Now along the far side boards, a scrum for it. It gets into the zone. Murphy gets it right back out, but it's clipped right back in by Ashburn, so no offsides. Finally getting it out, Rubenstein. Rubenstein looking, sending it up, looking for Cal. Cal not able to get a stick on it, and back out it comes. Now Rubenstein sending it across is Conchar getting off. And now Cal getting off. And that shot goes just wide of the net. That was a horrible change. And now face-off coming up for high sticking. I'm not sure who the penalty's on. It looks like it may be on Boltima. 2 minutes for high sticking, so this will be his second penalty. All right, so that's that penalty to Boltima for high sticking, and we'll get a face-off inside the Ashburn end. That face-off tied up by Leeds, trying to get his way out, can't. Now back to the point, looking low, still working along the side of the boards, can't get out. Now back to the top, shot towards the net, saved by Wells. He'll hold on, and we'll get a face-off to the left of Scott Wells as Ashburn continues to kill this penalty. Now that face-off won by Leeds, sent around by Morse, but they just can't quite get it out of the zone. And now back to the middle, bumped up off. Now a shot towards the net, another shot towards the net, misses. And finally Leeds just sends it down. And that is not going to be icing. It's not going to get far enough. And now working their way behind. Working through the zone. Coming across, Miller. Miller looking wide. Can't get on. Yeah, it goes around behind the net. Looking. Miller still looking for a lane. Takes a shot towards the net. That gets tipped up and goes over the net. Now to the far side corner. Back to Miller. Now a shot right to gloves of tipped by Rutherford and right into the glove of Wells. He'll hold on and we'll get a face off just outside or just to the right of the Ashburn net. Now face off won by Rutherford. Now Rebic gets it. He sends it out. That's going to go all the way down for icing. And we'll get a face off back inside the zone and do it again. All right, face off. Tied up by Rutherford. It finally is won by Ashburn as they look to ours. But Caps Academy comes away with it as they continue to work the puck high. Now down low. Back to the point. Jordan with a shot. That's tipped by Rutherford and held onto by Wells. Wells holds on. And we'll get a face-off inside the Ashburn zone. 19 seconds remaining on the penalty to Boltima. 12:48 remaining here in the third period. Ashburn down 3-0. That face-off won by Caps Academy. Murray with the shot, and there's a face-off coming up on Rebic. He's going to get 2 minutes for cross-checking, it looks like. So just as getting close to finishing one, a penalty kill, it looks like they're going to go to a 5-on-3. They're going to call it roughing. So 5-on-3 for the next 14 seconds for Ashburn, killing. And then they'll be down to a 5-on-4. That faceoff won by Leeds, sending it around. trying to get it out of the zone. Now into the far side corner. Caps Academy now sent down low, not able to get a shot off. And now Caps Academy working wide, looking towards the net, not able to get there. Shot towards the net, that goes wide by Wells. And face-off going to come up inside the Ashburn zone. All right, looks like Leeds back in for the face-off here on the power penalty kill. Face-off won by Caps Academy. Now back over to Miller. Shot towards the net. That's gloved down by Scott Wells, and we will get a face-off to his left. For anybody who is wondering, Army did beat Navy today, 17-11, taking home the trophy, the Commander's Cup. Getting it back after Navy had won it last year, I believe. All right, working their way through. Shot towards the net, blocked out front by O'Neill, and back comes as Ashburn sends it down. That's going to be icing, and we will get a face-off back inside the Ashburn zone. Then we'll do it again. Now Feliciano's in for this face-off for Ashburn. He ties up his man, finally goes back as Van Benton gets it up to the top. Now looking towards the far side corner. Caps Academy working it out front. Checked up off. Now Strabutzel working their way through. Finally gets up out to center. Rubenstein looking for O'Neill. O'Neill's on a break, but he's checked up off of it. And Weekly puts it to the middle. Feliciano couldn't quite get to it. And it's Caps Academy looking to re-break out, as of course they are still on the power play for the next 37 seconds. Now working their way through center. Trying to gain the line. They do. Now behind. Strabutzel sending it back around, looking for Feliciano, but it goes to Rosello for Caps Academy. Now centering it. It gets out and out to center. And Caps Academy going to go ahead and recover. Solar sends it up, looking for Miller. Sorry, that was Kirshner. Now back, taking. Strabutzel gets it up to Rubenstein. Rubenstein gets it out to center. He's checked up off the play well after the puck was gone. No call, though. Now a shot towards the net. Saved by Wells. Puck goes off to the corner. And now there's as Caps Academy works towards the net. Down low. Trying to get it out. Now working. Van Benton sending it around. Trying to get it out of the zone. It's held in. But finally gets out to center as Rubenstein gets it further. But Caps Academy gets it inside their own end as they look to change. Now working their way up. Onsides at the line. Jordan with it. He sends it towards the net. Now down low. Shot towards the net. That gets blocked out front by Murphy. He sends it around looking for Donovan. Donovan can't get it around. Now back Murphy's got it. He sends it around to the far side corner. Ashburn is back to 5-on-5 in case you hadn't seen it on your screen. For those that are just listening, there's a shot towards the net. Saved by Wells. He holds on, and we'll get a face-off to his left. 9:44 remaining here in the third period. Ashburn up. Ashburn down 3-0. Now Rutherford out there with Ryan and Boltima on his wings. At the points, we'll have Morrison, Apostolescu, and he's in for this face-off. And that face-off won by Caps Academy. They send it into the corner, and now Apostolescu looking to send it up to Boltima. He's checked up off the play, not able to get it out. Now worked their way through. Shot blocked away by Scott Wells. Now Boltima sending it up and sending it all the way down the ice for icing. And face-off coming up Now Rutherford's back in for this face-off. Rutherford wins that face-off back to Apostolescu. He sends it around. Now Ryan sending it up, gets it up for Voltima. Voltima tips it into the zone. Trying to get it out of the zone, could not. Now puck still on. Now towards the net. Shot by Ryan goes wide. Rutherford recovers in the corner. He sends it back low, looking for Ryan in the corner. Couldn't quite get to it. Now Rutherford's with it. He tips it up, but it kept there by Caps Academy. Finally out to center. Now looking up Rutherford. Rutherford, he gets it in. He's online. He's being held. No call. And continuing to play. Working in the feet. Pasalescu. Try to send it around Morse. Morse working up. Sending it through. That goes all the way down. And another icing call on Ashburn. And face-off coming up inside the Ashburn zone to the right of netminder Scott Morse. 8:21 remaining here in the third period. Ashburn down 3-0. Now that face-off by Cal, taken by Caps, so Spencer looking down low for Caps Academy. Looks behind the net, couldn't quite get to it. Butzel gets to it. It gets to Rubenstein. Rubenstein just trying to tip it up. Gets it to Cal. Cal crosses over one guy, but not the other one. And now Cal and Conchar get tied up. And now a 4-on-3 in the zone. But they get pushed off to the corner. Now down low, Caps Academy. Caps Academy working it out. Trying to get through. And there's a shot that goes strangely off. And good thing Wells was holding that post or it was going to trickle in. Now working their way out. Back to the top. Saved on Solar's shot by Wells. Trying to get it out of the zone. Can't. Now down low. Cowell working his way through. He gets it up for Strabutzel. Sending it out. Finally gets down. And that is going to be icing as it wasn't touched. And so we'll get a face-off back inside the Ashburn zone with 7:17 remaining in the game. Now the face-off tied up by Leeds. Taken away by Murphy. Murphy looking to try and get it out of the zone. Can't. Now sending it up. Here comes Leeds. Leeds giving chase. And it gets poked out to center. Sent back in by Caps Academy. Murphy sending it up for O'Neill. O'Neill working his way up. Trying to get through. Can't. Still working their way through. Leeds. Now to O'Neill. O'Neill's got it down low. He's sending out front for Leeds. Leeds could not handle the pass and not get a shot off. So working, Caps Academy recovers. Now Black working his way through. He is on sides at the line with the now down low. Turning around shot by Solar. Oh, it goes wide over the net. And now working his way up Murphy. Murphy sending it up right to a Caps Academy player. And now Van Benton. Van Benton sends it across. Looks for Murphy. Murphy to O'Neill. O'Neill dumps it in. Trying to get around. Leeds giving chase. He's bumped off. And he's bumped off with no intent to play the puck. And no call coming. I'm sure if that was the other way, that was going to be a penalty. It seems to be the way this game has been going. So now working it down low. It's tied up down low. Now working their way up McGraw. McGraw working out. Sending it up. Down low, McGraw still working. Now taken away by Murphy. Murphy trying to get it out. Sent up by Feliciano. It's sent down low now. Now Bultima, or sorry, not Bultima. That was Van Benton with it. Now a shot towards it. Another shot. Goal scored by Caps Academy on the rebound. And it is now 4-0 with 5:13 remaining here in the period. So Rutherford back in for this face-off for Ashburn. That one finally won by Murray for Caps Academy. That's sent on. Not able to get far enough for icing. Morse with it now. Morse sending it up. Trying to get it to Feliciano. Sends it all the way down. And another face-off for icing coming up back inside the Ashburn zone. 4:58 remaining here. 4-0 Caps Academy now. Rutherford's back in for the face-off. He wins that one back to Apostolescu. Apostolescu sends it around, looking for Ryan. Now back up top, trying. Shot by, saved by Wells. Trying to work its way out, trying to get out of the zone. It finally does, as Caps Academy working their way back in. Checked up off there by Feliciano. Now a shot towards the net. Another shot saved by Wells. Puck is saved by Wells. He holds on, and we'll get a face-off to his right. 4:28. I feel like I already said that. I think they didn't run the clock on that series there, but 4:28 remaining here in the third period. Now Cal in for the face-off. Face-off won by Cal, but then taken right back by Caps Academy as his winger couldn't hold on to the puck. Now working their way up. Bultima sends it down, looking for Rubenstein. Rubenstein watching his player into the corner. Now Cal stops it up along the near side corner, tries to get it down for Rubenstein, but it's taken by. Now turned over in the middle. Oh, shot by Cal. Opportunity. He just sent it over the net. Now into the corner. Looking. Bultima. Bultima sending it around. Behind the net. Looking. Now to the middle. Down low. Revich sends it in. Looking. Bultima working his way in. Puck is taken by Caps Academy. Rossello sends it up and in. Rossello sending it towards the net. Can't get it past. O'Neill can't hold the puck, and it's taken right back by the Caps Academy, as Caps Academy is still working. Now O'Neill with it on the near side boards. Gets it out to center. Working his way down low. Van Benton. Van Benton sending it around across. Now Conchart sending it up. Can't get it out to center. Oh no, it does bounce over the stick and does get out to center. Chase being given by Leeds as they try to work their way through. Leeds with it. Tries to poke it over to O'Neill. O'Neill's been out there for a long time. Hasn't gotten off, even though the rest of his line mates have already changed. So he's struggling to keep up here, but still working towards the net. That's blocked out front by Leeds. Now down low, shot, can't get there. O'Neill with it, he's just going to ice it so he can get off the ice. And now down low, working their way through. Force sends it through, can't get it to his Rutherford. Almost got through it, couldn't. Now Murphy trying to send it up. That's poke checked off. Now Rutherford with it. Rutherford sends it up for Feliciano. Feliciano sends it across. Rutherford shot, saved by the netminder. Great save as he read that all the way. And 2:05 remaining here in the third period. Ashburn still down 3-0. Now Rutherford's in for this face-off. Rutherford ties it up and then sends it back for Donovan. Now Apostolescu with the shot towards the net. Tipped down by Rutherford. Shot on net by Feliciano. Trying to get through. And now finally sent back. Now across. Looking. Rutherford now. He sends it back as he looks for Apostolescu. Apostolescu almost loses it. Rutherford. He sends it up for Feliciano. Feliciano. Back low. Sends it across for Apostolescu, who sends it back across for Morse. Now back up for Feliciano. Feliciano sends it in for Rutherford. Rutherford stood up at the line by Lindback, and it gets deep. Sent around, behind. Now, puck checked up off. Rutherford's with it. Looks, sends it back for Feliciano. Feliciano sidesteps one, sends it towards the net. It goes wide. Down low. Trying to get it through. Can't. Donovan watching the player behind the net. Now, 1 minute remaining in this game. Caps Academy working their way back. Trying to get through. That's poke checked off. Feliciano looking. Sends it around for Donovan. Donovan, it gets out of gets out. Now along the boards as they fight for it. So we have 32.9 remaining here in the game. Ashburn is down 3-0. Or sorry, 4-0. So obviously Caps Academy going to win this one. But face-off coming up just outside. Cal's in for the face-off. Face-off won by Caps Academy as they work their way through. Spencer sending it up. Trying to get through. Working across. Sent out. Sent down low. Behind the net, Revich. Revich sending it up and it gets out to center. Spencer just going to hold for it as we are down to the last 3 seconds of the game. And that'll do it as Caps Academy wins this one by a score of 4-0. We'll be back at it tomorrow at 3:50 p.m. from Ashburn Ice Arena as Ashburn takes on the second team from the Caps Academy, who they played twice last week. It gets pretty dicey playing them because both the games last week were very hotly contested and were a little aggressive. So I believe we will see a similar type of event tomorrow. So tune in 3:50 p.m. from Ashburn Ice Arena here on Rudd Sports Broadcasting, home of your Ashburn Xtreme hockey.